Today is Friday, July 31st, 2015. Welcome to Pretty Much It. I'm Eric.
And I'm Mike, and this is my son.
I'm Jake, and I'm not here right now. I don't have Wi-Fi. Help me. Help.
Jake is somewhere in the world. We don't know where. And
Sounds like he's in danger.
His Wi-Fi is not working. I don't know what the hell is going on, but we're gonna do the best we can to bring him in. He's literally sitting by his phone, waiting for what stories we're talking about, and he's just gonna send me quick audio bits that I'm gonna play, and that's how this episode is gonna go. Mike, are you ready?
I'm ready, and I hope we're not using Jake's battery life since he could be calling the police if he's
right.
in danger.
If he's trapped somewhere. All right, so the first news story of this week, and by the way, guys, we're doing a Google Hangout, of course, because Jake isn't here. We're doing it just kind of like.
And we're still fucking doing the show. What
I was just gonna say, I considered it would be a lot easier to just skip it, but we said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's talk about the news. This might end up being hilarious, so let's get into it. Starting off with Jurassic World.
Why are we talking about Jurassic World? Is there like a controversy in Dino Land?
No. Dino Valley's fine. It's there's a sequel coming out.
I'm fucking shocked. That if you could see my pants, it's full of shit because it just blew out.
You shocked your pants?
Mm-hmm. Shocked my pants.
So there's a Jurassic World sequel coming in 2018. What do you think?
Well,
what are they gonna do?
That's exactly what I was about to say. Because it's like, since it was a reboot, kind of a sequel reboot to Jurassic Park, it was like, okay, we're in the park with dinosaurs again.
Yes, so they can't do that again.
No, they can't do it again. It's going to be something new and crazy, and it's probably going to be really stupid because they left the whole plot line open of like the military wants the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I really don't care.
Oh God, there's gonna be.
I don't want to see like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes where that's going. I don't want to see that with dinosaurs.
No, you know what? There's gonna be like a tactical ops mission where it's like there's like terrorists, and it's gonna be like send in the dinos. And
let's see what Jake thinks about this.
Okay.
All I'm saying is they better have dinosaurs that are like people. Like I want to see dinosaurs genetically like with human bones or whatever, or like dinosaurs that have like human fingers. And Chris Pratt has to fight them. Thank you.
Jake wants dinosaurs with human bones.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't fucking know. Well, all I know is I agree with you on that one. I don't know where the hell they're going to go with this next because
I guarantee you
guys. Is it going to be like just Jurassic Universe? Like, what's next?
You guys mark this down. It's going to be military dinos. I swear. It's going to happen.
It's probably, yeah. God almighty. I have no idea.
Chris Pratt's got to rein them in.
Well, you know what? You know what we also don't have any idea about because we don't know if it's true, but it wouldn't be surprising.
The life after death?
That, and also these new Spider-Man casting rumors that you actually just introduced us to a little while. Where did this come from? What is this?
Well, the only reason why I shared this was because first on it, the rumor, the internet has been kind of like a spider web, has been trickling like rumors around the internet, and it's like there's been like a common theme to every single leak, like from completely different sources, that and completely different people, and they're all saying that what was it? The who's playing the Vulture? By the way, the Vulture's going to be in it.
Billy Zane.
Yeah. They were saying that Billy Zane has been confirmed to be in Spider-Man playing a villain. And that was like the same thing going around everywhere. And then this picture came out. It looks very fake. But like I said, since we've seen the emails from Sony, I don't really expect everything to be 100% professional over there. So
it doesn't look that fake when you look at what their genuine actual internal reports and shit look like. They look like fucking
it looked like clip art, PowerPoints.
Yeah.
So that's why
dancing around in there.
Yeah, so that's why I think this could be real. So what this is saying is that J. Jonah Jameson is going to be played by Hugh Laurie, which is
that's actually a great idea.
It's a good idea.
I never would have thought that in my life, but that's actually a pretty damn good idea.
Yeah, like that doesn't sound like something somebody would fake, you know? Like Hugh Laurie, I never would have thought of that either.
An idea.
It's a good idea, and they I guess like the villain was confirmed as the Vulture. Billy Zane is the Vulture,
right?
And the person playing Harry Osborn, he was in Interstellar.
I don't remember.
I think he's like the guy who dies on Water Mountain Planet.
Matt.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're talking about Matt Damon?
No, his name is Timothy, and it's spelled very weird.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It's like Timothy.
Well, you know what? I bet you, Jake is really pumped about this. Ready? Let's see what he has to say.
I hope this is real. Thank you.
That it?
I hope this is real. Well, you know what?
So
we don't. It is not confirmed yet. We don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised.
We're getting close to when that's like. I mean, like we're around the time where that kind of casting like could have happened already. It's like that. It's Civil War's coming out next year, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You think they would have announced it this soon? Like, you think they're gonna? Like,
no, I'm not saying they're going to announce it this soon. I'm saying like the idea of a leak coming out is not too far fetched.
You're right. Because they would internally have like this could be one of a few of their ideas for the cast, for all we know.
Yeah, that's for all we know. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, we don't know for sure. But you know, something that we do know for sure that's actually very surprising to me is X-Men. Bryan Singer said that there is a crossover with Fantastic Four in play. He said it.
Yeah, now...
I can only imagine...
Before we even continue, let's just say that Fantastic Four has a pretty big review embargo on it, so that's all I'll say.
Right. Well, first of all, wait, let's just see what Jake has to say.
I really wish I didn't know about this. I really wish I went into a movie, and then it was like, surprise, it's happening. I would have shit. But, you know, because it was something I could have. And, of course, nothing is a surprise anymore. Wah, wah, wah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Always saying thank you, Jake.
Yeah, I do agree with him. Why couldn't they have waited to say that another, like, week or two?
Yeah, there was no way something like that was going to be a secret.
You know what? They're trying to get it. They're trying to get people to see fucking Fantastic Four, probably.
Yeah, I know
Although, then again, honestly, you know what? Then again, the general public doesn't know or care about what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's very interesting that, I mean, because it kind of sucks and it's good at the same time because Fantastic Four would be so good if they were a part of, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe because they're such a big goddamn part of it.
Yeah, and especially with Spidey.
Yeah, so... If it's just Fantastic Four and X-Men, I guess...
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because the Fantastic Four are basically X-Men, but they're their own X-Men team.
Yeah, it's like, okay, there's an X-Men guy who does the exact things the Human Torch does.
Right, which he's already been in the movies.
So is he going to be called like a mutant scum? I don't know.
Yeah, like which is the cool one?
That's probably been an argument on internet forums for decades.
Oh, I'm sure. But by the way, I don't know about you, but I am, just because of how insane all of this is, like, it's kind of baffling that what's happening with Fantastic Four right now is happening in 2015. Doesn't it seem like something that would have happened like a decade ago?
Yes.
Such a mess. Like, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, it does.
The worst that these movies are is just, you know what I mean? This seems like it's going to be an unbelievable failure. I am so excited to see it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that because have you seen... I know you haven't seen the trailer, but there's a shot from the trailer where the thing throws a part of a tank at somebody.
I saw it only because I think you sent me or you posted on Twitter like a GIF of it.
That's in the movie. I mean,
and the tank just vanishes.
There's an explosion and the tank vanishes. Like somebody like in movie Windows Maker edited it or something like that.
Well, all I know is that this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. It has been for a while, just because it's either going to be horrifically bad or the greatest film ever made.
That's a stretch.
But I don't think it can land in between. It's got to be one of the others.
Yeah, you got it now. You just got that joke.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Because of Stretch Armstrong.
Yes. I'm very excited to review it. I'm very excited.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. Well, you got a couple more weeks. We're almost there, baby. We're almost there. But you know who's almost there, but not quite?
Me?
That's right. That's right. Channing Tatum might be dropping out of Gambit. Let's see what Jake has to say about this one.
I'm very interested to hear.
I thought it was a good choice, but we don't need this movie anyway. I hate to be like that, but yeah. Thank you.
So Jake doesn't think that we even need this movie. I think we all agree on that, right?
Yes, Jake is right. The news should have been Gambit canceled. You know what? It's like,
oh right, yeah. It's like
it doesn't matter to me who's playing Gambit. It's just like why? I mean, unless it turns out that the Gambit movie is going to be this big interconnected movie with a whole bunch of like mutants that we know from
right.
Yeah, that would be cool. You know, Deadpool shows up and says a joke. I could get that.
I don't think it will be.
I don't think it would be either. It just sounds like a really dumb idea.
Right.
I mean, but dumber ideas have been made successful, so.
Yeah, remember it turned out that like some of the the Aunt May thing was actually real, remember?
Yeah.
That was real somehow. I don't know how that was real, but
Then
when I found out Marissa Tomei was playing Aunt May.
Yeah.
Her crazy backstory.
So the next thing is that Cecil the Lion was killed.
Oh no!
Also,
that was a good one.
No, I'm not gonna play that one again.
You just save that for everything, Eric.
Yeah. I need that. Yeah. But then the next story is about Batman v Superman. Actually, speaking of Cecil, Batman v Superman. We got some behind-the-scenes photos that look pretty cool, actually. I don't know if you saw them.
Of Batman looking really... I think the coolest one is, I think we're probably going to both agree, is the Lex Luthor shot.
Which one?
When he's got the big Lex Luthor sign in the background.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks so modern, like exactly what we were expecting. It looks like he works at like a magazine.
Well, yeah, but it's like honestly, if it was just like the same old bald guy with the...
Oh, no, dude, you know me. You know I've been fucking pumped about Jesse Eisenberg. That has been an unwavering excitement for me. I am so pumped about
I'm
that.
more pumped about that only because it's different. You know, you're excited because it's Jesse Eisenberg. I'm
excited because it's Jesse Eisenberg, but also because it's different, because Jesse Eisenberg is a weird choice. That's why I'm excited. And so, yeah, I mean... I think that that is going to be one of the better parts of the movie. But honestly, it's very possible he's not going to be in it that much.
Well, I mean, there's
supposed to be another fucking villain.
Well, of course, like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are not going to team up to punch Lex Luthor.
Right,
they would destroy him.
Now, by the way, you know who else is apparently in the movie? Jenna Malone. We knew she was in the movie, I guess, and we didn't know who she was playing. Apparently playing Barbara Gordon. Not confirmed, but apparently playing Barbara Gordon.
So has there any like wheelchairs been spotted on set?
Let's see if Jake knows.
That shot of Batman by the bat symbol in the rain is super, super gorgeous.
I agree.
And really cool.
That one stood out for me.
Also, I don't know who Jenna Malone is, but that's cool if Barbara Gordon's in it, because that means that universe is really, really building in so many different directions, and that's hype. That's hype as fuck. Thank you.
So I agree with him. I think the fact that it's not Jim Gordon, it's Barbara Gordon instead. Actually pretty exciting in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I guess. Have you ever seen Batman Beyond? Any episode of Batman Beyond?
No.
Well,
really.
if you could, it's beyond in time, and in the future, Barbara Gordon is, after she's Batwoman, she becomes the commissioner.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. I think that happened in
the
Arkham. I'm thinking more of her in the Arkham games.
I think that happened in the Dark Knight Returns, the comic book this is based on. I think she was the commissioner.
I don't remember. I did see that, the two-parter, right?
Yeah. Well, no,
yeah,
based on the comic book.
Well, right. Right. I'm sorry. I didn't read the comic book or graphic novel or whatever. I saw the movie, the two-parter.
I'm just saying, like, the Dark Knight Returns is definitely what this movie is. It's the same exact thing. It's Batman versus Superman. Batman gets into a robot suit. It's the same story. And then and then Robin is a girl, and then they have to fight the Mutant King, and then Two-Face does something in a helicopter.
Well, of course, but that's a given.
Yeah, Batman does a lot of crazy shit.
I do want to say I do agree with him about that one shot. That was the shot that I was going to say. I forgot. So thank you, Jake.
I think
the shot of him next to it looks so unreal, but I know that it is real, and so I'm kind of like, I'm very impressed at how, like, I can imagine the cinematographer looking at that and being like, we're making incredible shit right now. Like, it looks amazing.
Well, that's Zack Snyder for you. He
that does look really good.
Really good at making, like, and we had this discussion already. Stylized comic book movies.
Yeah, that's not the worry about this movie. That is not the concern. It's more the story for me.
Well, no, the thing is, like, Man of Steel, like, it's like they told him not to do any of his shit.
Yeah, it was very, very dulled down.
It lacked any style. It was just like bland. Superman punches a guy in a building. Nothing.
It was we say super bland.
Super bland. Holy shit!
No,
but just like the shot of, just the shot of Batman like zipping away as the lightning strikes. I mean, you've seen?
Oh, of course.
You've seen The Watchmen, right?
Yes.
Every shot in that movie is perfect. Like, I would hang that on a wall.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. I really liked it for that reason. I didn't love. I did really like the movie a lot. I feel like it was almost too direct of a perfect thing in some cases, but it was still, it was pretty amazing. Visually, at least, it was perfect.
That's Schneider.
But you know what else is pretty cruel? Pretty cruel. I don't know what I was about to say there. Batman: The Killing Joke, animated film in the works. Mark Hamill voicing the Joker.
I'm really glad Mark Hamill is back at it because he is my Joker. Mark Hamill is also on the list of people I want as my dad. But he does great work, and it's really good to see him back in the flesh after the Arkham games doing this. The real question is, will we get Kevin Conroy for this? Probably not, but a boy can dream. Thank you.
I don't know why he thinks that this animated film is going to have Mark Hamill in the flesh, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah, so not only is this like amazing news, but this is going to be like Mark Hamill's Joker performance to end all Joker performances, because like this is it. Like the Killing
Joke is like the ultimate. That's the one where the cover is like,
yeah. Well, this is like, when Barbara Gordon becomes a wheelchair woman and all that stuff. It's but damn. It's a whole story about the Joker. You see like how he became the Joker and all that kind of stuff.
Is it good then? I don't know.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
To see how he became the Joker, or is that better left unsaid?
No, it's
I mean, there's all different interpretations.
There's a whole bunch of different versions of it. But the
I like the idea of not really knowing, but maybe that's just me.
This is like the most, I guess, canon version, because this is when Barbara Gordon gets corrupt, which is, I guess, isn't a spoiler for like over a decade. So like Jake said, if Kevin Conroy is Batman in The Killing Joke with Mark Hamill, that's gonna be incredible. That's gonna be like, and if that's like their final thing, that will also like make me what the kids are saying, come buckets.
Right, absolutely. Speaking of coming buckets, we have a new trailer for a Christmas movie.
Oh, I didn't see this, actually.
It's not that huge of a deal, but it's The Night Before with Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I'm totally blanking on Falcon's name, the actor, but he's a great actor. I can't think of his name. It's probably because he's black and I'm racist.
Black Avenger.
Yes. Let's see what Jake thinks about that trailer first.
It looks funny.
Okay. I agree with him. It looks funny, and that's about it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's not really like, the biggest thing. But it looks fine. It doesn't look like anything that like, oh my God, this is amazing. But it looks like something that I would see and enjoy because, we like those kind of things. I like Seth Rogen movies.
I like Seth Rogen as a person. I mean, I think he's a really cool dude. Mm-hmm. But I think what he has like figured out, which I don't blame him for, because if I was him, I would do the same thing. But he's got another movie coming out, so maybe I'm wrong. But he's like, the last couple of movies he's made have been like, nothing.
Did you like Neighbors?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I actually really enjoyed Neighbors, and they're doing Neighbors 2, by the way. It wasn't really enough for a story, but I
got to crush a bug. Hold on.
Oh, crush that bug. Go ahead. By the way, I sent Jake a picture of my penis. Here's his review.
It looks funny.
Yeah, but
where were we before I crushed?
We were talking about the Jews.
Yes, what a bunch of goblins.
Well, Seth Rogen is a Jew, and it is a Christmas movie.
That's right. Yeah. So no. Like Seth Rogen, he's funny. I love him. But it's like when it comes to Neighbors, it kind of feels like he's slowly becoming a kind of Adam Sandler.
Say it. Don't say it.
I know. It's horrible.
Right. Speaking of Adam Sandler, did you see Pixels?
Fuck no.
No. Jake, did you see Pixels?
It looks funny.
I haven't seen it yet, but Jake seems to have a glowing review.
Yeah, I know, Jake. He really loves those Adam Sandler films. But what I'm saying is, like, he's definitely not there in a long shot. But I think the kind of movies he's been making is the beginning of a slippery slope to Sandler.
Oh, God. That was so scary. That was right in my ear. It was terrifying.
I know it's terrifying. It should be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fully agree because I did enjoy Neighbors, but I can see what you're saying, like where he could fall into like getting too comfortable almost.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Right. Okay. So we'll see. And
like
finally,
he's making that animated movie, so that sounds cool.
That's right. That's true. He always has things in the works.
Mm.
I don't know. But finally, we have. I don't know if you probably didn't see this. This might just be a thing I'm mentioning because it's something I saw. There was a trailer for the documentary Steve Jobs, The Man in the Machine.
Wait, it's just like this is just a documentary?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I didn't see this.
But what you would like about it is that it's about him. It's kind of more about him, like the darker side. You know what I mean? Like of him being a dickhole.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I mean it is fun. Because he was not like He's not
a human being.
But also he never said he wasn't a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like he was full of himself, but it's like, hey, I mean,
Look what he did.
It did shit.
Yeah, exactly. So you know how I feel about that. Obviously, I feel that way about a couple different people that sort of have like hey, did you know he was an asshole? Yeah, well, look what he did. Like that's the way I look at it. But that being said, I like anything about Steve Jobs. I really love to digest anything I can and learn something new. I don't know I'll learn anything new because I've already learned all I think I can, but. I would love to see it. I'm excited to see it. Apparently, I will say this though: people that know Steve Jobs have said that this is very, very much leaning toward like that he's an asshole way too much. They said it's too much that way.
Well, of course, their friends are gonna say that. They're not gonna say, "Yeah, old Steve, he was a real son of a bitch." I
mean, you could go both ways though. You could go one way where he's not a dick at all, one way where he's too much of a dick, and they say like they acknowledge like, yeah, he was kind of a dick, but he wasn't. They said that this makes him look like more of a dick than he really was. But I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Whatever.
You know who might know? Maybe Jake knows.
It looks good to me. I'm really into the documentary thing for this. I don't know.
What a hip
everybody's
kid.
trying to portray Steve Jobs. It's kind of cooler that, this is the opposite and it's actually showing him. So I'm down with that. Thank you.
And he also had something else to say.
They're calling it, though, the Man in the Machine. That's stupid. Dumbest name ever. I'm not even going to watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
I expect the box art to be of Steve Jobs' face, and the other side's like a Terminator.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Just like silhouetted with like the glowing red eye.
Good. I hope they do that. You know what? I hope you get your fucking wish.
I usually do. I got a theory.
You know what? I wish we could take a fucking break.
Oof, man. You know what? That's what all of America is saying. No,
am I right? Thank you, Donald Trump.
Yeah. Can I get a?
Can you get a what? Sorry, say it again.
No, I'm getting a high five for my bro.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Yeah.
All right.
My bro is here for high fives.
Let's plug some shit. I just have to plug. We had our biggest crowd yet at the last Pity Applause. I am so freaking jazzed about this.
Did you sell out?
We didn't sell out, but we sold. It was easily. We've made the most we have. Like we're nowhere near breaking even yet. You know what I mean? But that's not
the episode. But that's the one you wanted. You were like working really hard on.
I was very excited about this one, and yeah, it went really well. Everybody saw it, and it was great, and I was very excited. But that doesn't mean that the next two. We've got two more summer shows. That doesn't mean the next two aren't good either. It was just that so far this one was like the biggest one yet, and now we've got two more that I'm also really excited about. One of which is a little bit sillier, and the other of which is really kind of like us trying to make a point about a thing or two in terms of our comedies. So that should be interesting. And you would appreciate it too, because it's kind of in line with just the way our humor is. But so the next show is on the 10th of August, 2015. That's a Monday. Tickets are on sale now. It's in New York City, and if you're in the area, I would love to see you there because we've had a lot of people show up that are fans of PMI and stuff like that watch PMI, and they've all loved it, and they've all come back, and that's why we're growing right now, is because we're getting people like, all right, you know what, fine, I'll give it a chance, and they're all coming back.
Just like a tumor.
Exactly, just like a tumor. The tumor says, you know what, this is pretty great.
Spreads, grows.
But yeah, pityapplause.com if you want to get tickets. Thank you very much for checking it out. If you've already been, like Case, my buddy Case, and a couple of other people. And I would love to see you at one. So thank you if you consider going. Mike, what do you have to plug?
I got to plug something. Hey, do you like me, internet?
No.
Well, I know. Do you, okay. Do you like, here's a better question.
Try that again.
Do you like the internet videos that come out of me? Well, guess what? I need fucking money for them to happen because I'm living in a barn and old Farmer Joe is getting sick of my shit and he's saying you're going to have to graze with the cattle.
What is that thing on your ceiling right behind you? What is that thing on the ceiling?
That is an airplane made of Bud Light beer cans that I made when I was a very small boy.
You know what? That's exactly what I thought it was. Jake, what do you have to plug?
I didn't even plug my thing.
I've always wanted to get one.
Wait a minute. Jake, what do you have to plug?
I love pugs. I've always wanted to get one.
He said pug.
What a fucking idiot.
Anyway, www.patreon.com/Mike Peterson. If you like me, give me money. The end.
I agree. If you like him.
But you know what? No, it doesn't even matter if you don't like
give
me.
money.
It's like if you got extra money and like you just open up, like reach into your pockets, everybody who's watching this. And if there's some spare change in there and you were going to be like, I'm going to throw away the spare change, throw it my way.
Actually, yeah, I was going to say, even if they don't like you, they should give you money, right?
Exactly. I mean, look at Steve Jobs.
Exactly. We did not have, obviously, this is a wonky week. Last week was crazy with Addison visiting. This week is crazy because Jake isn't around. So Show and Tell's been on a little hiatus, but it'll be back starting not this coming week, but the week after, because we'll be back together next week. But we do have a commentary track. We won't have one next week, but we will have one the week after. We do have one now this week, a commentary track for Dudley Do Right. This is a great movie, and I really think you should all check it out. Right, Mike?
I mean, it's going to touch your lives in ways that you never thought possible.
It's going to impact you in such a way.
You're going to leave this movie a different person, so yes. Get ready for that.
I highly recommend you check it out. It's at prettymuchit.com/shop, or of course on patreon.com/prettymuchit. You've already gotten it. You've already been listening to it. You've already been loving it. It's already become your favorite movie ever. Dudley Do Right. And if you would like to get commentary tracks at no extra charge, go to patreon.com/prettymuchit. Support us there. You can watch us live. You can watch us record live. You can watch the episodes live. You get every video early, and you also get commentary tracks at no extra charge. Finally,
I'm trying to cry.
Do it. Cry, you fucking pussy. Cry. While Mike tries to cry. While Mike cries to try. We also like to give away a free shirt every week from beobscure.com. If you sign up for our email newsletter over on prettymuchit.com or prettymuch.it if you're nasty, there's a link there to sign up for our email list. And what's cool about that is you actually get to see PMI 1 hour early. It goes out actually an hour earlier for the email list, earlier than everybody else. And, of course, on Patreon, it goes out even earlier than that. So if you really want to see it early, there's multiple ways to do that. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for joining the mailing list. It's all very helpful.
See, the best thing about that is that nobody can mail you like a bomb.
Right. It's an email list.
All
So
digital.
you can only e-bombs world.
Oh, no.
But that is it for the break. Let's talk about video games. Jake, can you please tell us about Terminator being in WWE 2K16?
Okay, this is a really cool promo because Hulk Hogan was erased from WWE history. They have this really cool thing where you can play as the Terminator in the new WWE wrestling game. And that's awesome just because it's awesome. But the coolest part is that they shot a promo where Arnold reenacted the classic scene, not from the original Terminator, but specifically the one from Terminator 2. And it was cool. He's old and it's sad and it's awkward. But I don't know. It's kind of cool. And I want to play as the Terminator. Thank you.
I was going to say that. Jake didn't say thank you. But yeah, I agree. I think. I mean, I'm not going to be playing this game. Obviously, I don't have a game system. Although my roommate Paul did get a PS4 recently, so I would be able to play if I needed to.
I've never played a wrestling game my entire life.
You know what's funny? Really, I actually used to when I was younger,
Yeah.
more at my buddy's house than anything else, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I used to
Customizing
watch
a
my
character
friends.
is really fun. You know, did you ever do that? The custom characters?
No.
Oh, see, making your own character was fun as hell, and then just fighting as your retarded-looking character, that was fun.
I remember seeing the videos of people who made Super Smash Brothers in that, and it was like disturbing as hell.
Wait, what? Why? What do you mean?
Because it's like they had Pikachu come out, and it was a man.
Oh, yeah, and like Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't do that. That's a little more advanced, also, because that's like mods and shit, I think. But with just like choosing like, all right, he's wearing swimming floaties. He's got a mohawk, and he's wearing underwear. That's my character. It's just like ridiculous. So that was fun, but you could also do that in like Tony Hawk and stuff, so it wasn't that different from anything else. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of cool. How about the promo though? I thought that promo was pretty cool. Just seeing that.
I didn't even watch it.
Really? I mean, he's right. It's kind of sad because he's like older, but it was kind of cool because it was like wrestlers, I guess he was going up to. I don't even know wrestlers, but I mean, it seemed cool conceptually.
Do you think Hulk Hogan is going to be digitally removed from that game?
Well, digitally removed would probably be pretty easy. They would just remove him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I honestly, I have no idea what he even did this time, so I don't.
He said a bad word.
Oh no, sticks and stones, bro.
Oh no!
Damn it! There goes my view of Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, the crazy muscle man.
I literally don't even know who Hulk Hogan is. Barely. I couldn't care less. Anyway, that's not the story. The next story is about Mafia 3.
All they really did was announce Mafia 3. It's been in development for a while and rumored for a while, but it's cool that now we know that it's coming. And by the time next pretty much it rolls around, we'll have an official reveal probably with a trailer or gameplay to talk about. But as of right now, it's just a game that's out. I don't think, Mike, I don't think you played it. I'm not sure. Mafia 2 was okay. I really like the original Mafia. I just like the series. So I'm looking forward to this. Thank you.
I don't know. Do we have anything to say then? If you didn't play it, I don't know it.
I remember Mafia being a big deal. Like everybody loved it. They all thought it was a cool game.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Mafia. I'm gonna look up the. I'm gonna look up the logo for it real quick.
And it just sounds like something that's really cool to play as, because like I'm tired of playing as like gangs.
Oh, I do remember. Okay, all I remember is the logos, and I always just assumed it was kind of just like a Grand Theft Auto.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, but like you're mobsters, like you wear fedoras and you don't look like an asshole. It's awesome.
So that's like the big draws that you get to look like you get to wear a fedora and not look like an asshole.
Yes, and then you get to like stab people and throw them in your trunk, and then Danny DeVito is he says, "Motherfucker."
Fair enough.
Yes.
The next story though, I think you're gonna have a lot more to say about this. The next story is about the new Life is Strange.
Oh, is there a story? What is the story that like you're getting from Jake?
The new Life is Strange is out. I'm a couple episodes behind, but take it away, Mike.
All right, so Life is Strange. It's a episodic, interactive kind of TV show. The story and the dialogue it's garbage. It's really bad. But like, here's the thing. Like, I respect it so much for trying, because like this is where I think the future of entertainment is going. Is because what it's trying to do, it's like a playable TV show. Like I would never classify this as a video game. It's like you walk around and you talk to people and you gather kind of clues and you don't really like play. It's like there's really no game play.
And what is this game called? It's just called Life is Strange?
Life is Strange. It's an episodic game series. Remember that game Gone Home?
Sure, yeah. I didn't play it, but I know
except it's like it's bigger budget. It's not first person, and the whole thing is that you're a girl who can go back in time. And I've been by the way, Twitch TV Mike Peterson 91.
Hey,
I've been streaming them. The new episode just came out, and they all end up on. Hey, okay. They all end on pretty.
Or, I don't know if you play this at the beginning or at the end, so you probably already talked about it. Never mind. I don't know. They're cool. Cool games. Play them. Thank you.
Wasting my time.
Literally just said they're not games.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like,
Dick's contradicting you. What do you have to say about that?
here's the thing. Like, I mean, like, you are gonna go into this game and be like, anybody playing this game is gonna be like, wow, this is like writing is really bad. And I think it's because it's non-English writers writing for English dialogue. You know, I think it's French people are making this game.
Okay.
And just like
are making it or it's out already? Oh, you mean the episodes? Right.
Yeah. I think they're like French developers. So like I think they just really don't know how to like nail down like a normal American dialogue.
Or like yeah, I was gonna say
it's like they all sound dialogue. Like it's like they all speak in memes. It's like it's cringy to a level where it's like unbelievable. But
interesting.
I really hope that this is the future of like a genre that like you can kind of play a TV show or a movie, because this is like very, you know, you're a girl who walks around and stuff. But imagine
which doesn't normally happen.
What's that?
Which doesn't normally happen.
Doesn't normally happen. Girls don't usually go back in time. It's fucking crazy.
They don't walk, they run.
Yeah, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is, I mean, like, there's another game coming out just like this called Everybody's Gone to Rapture or something. It's like an exploratory game where it's just like you're walking around a town where everybody got raptured in. So it's like...
That's a cool title. That's the name of it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually pretty badass.
And like you just walk around through empty buildings and shit, and it's like there's no gameplay, but what it's trying to do, it's like it's like a story you play, and I like that. That's why I liked PT so much. It's like a playable teaser.
So let me ask you, do you think that these games are sort of being made now with virtual reality in mind?
Oh God, yeah. If you see any footage from that Gone to Rapture game, and
is that all it is?
With virtual reality, that would be amazing, because like it's
that's probably why these experience games are coming out then.
Yeah,
okay.
Most likely.
They're all preparing for the next wave, which this really is going to be the next big thing.
Yeah, like I was just gonna say, I came across,
VR, I mean.
Yeah, I just saw this VR video where it was like they always have like these demos where you're sitting in a fake room watching what you want to watch on a fake TV screen. Mm-hmm. And they made up this game where you're playing a game inside of an Oculus Rift game, and it's like a horror spooky thing. Right. Where like there are things happening behind you and complete.
Right. So it's like you're literally like you have a controller in front of you and you're playing the game on the TV and shit's behind you.
So yeah, that's
what the fuck? That's so scary. I didn't know.
The guy was playing it going like, you know, the immersion is there because my character is sitting down with a controller, sitting on a couch. So it's like when he looked up and you could like see somebody was walking.
Oh God!
Yeah, he's like, I hear somebody walking on the ceiling. It's crazy. It's
oh God Almighty, that's really fucking terrifying. You know what else is terrifying?
Why?
Freddy.
Some of you guys on Twitter wanted me to talk about this or bring it up. I don't know. The new Five Nights at Freddy's is out. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I'll give it credit because it's a different setting. I did play it. I wasn't too scared. I don't know how you guys feel about these games. I don't know how I feel about these games. But thank you. Thank you very much.
This one looks like ass, honestly, compared to the other. I didn't see 2 or 3, but the first one I thought was a cool concept.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I know you love them.
The back and forth thing was interesting. It was new, at least.
But it's like it's weird because Friday Nights at Freddy's is like the first series.
Five nights.
Yeah, it's Friday Nights. Friday Night at Freddy's. Come on.
Friday Nights at Freddy's. That's where the party's at, baby.
It's the only series to really exist because of Let's Players. Like if
it's like made for kids too.
It's like literally made for like the amount of views on like PewDiePie's
that's where I saw it. Yeah, exactly.
Millions. Like imagine to a marketer, that's like the biggest wet dream you could possibly imagine.
Oh yeah, and just keep pumping them out. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're the kind of person who got sucked into this kind of thing, great for you. I'm much more interested in those horror games that are coming to virtual reality. That's why I'm excited about that.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But that is, actually, I do, before I say that's it for the game news, I do want to add, even though it's technically movie news, I'm very curious and kind of excited to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that's in the works, because it's kind of a fun concept. I think if they do it right, it could actually be kind of cool. If
they make actual animatronics.
That's what I'm saying. If it's animatronics, that's I have not seen that really. Like that's an interesting
animatronics in a movie. Yeah, I mean,
no. I'm saying, oh yeah, you're saying if I thought
like
you
Chuck
meant
E. Cheese animatronics.
Right, you're saying if they make actual, if it's not like CG.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. I mean, like
misunderstood. I thought you meant if in the movie it is.
The whole joke is that they're based off of the goofy, shitty animatronics from.
But also, I recently saw a photo of those things for the first time in a while, and they are fucking terrifying.
They're terrifying.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So I'm actually kind of interested in the movie. I know it seems pathetic.
You know what? You could probably just take.
Looking forward to it.
You could probably just buy the skeletons from Chuck E. Cheese of the animatronics. And then just put whatever the fuck you want on them.
I really hope they do. Apparently, this is, I don't know why we didn't talk about this, but the director of Poltergeist, the new one, apparently is doing it. So I don't know.
Hey, but do you think because of the success of this game, or because we live in the year 2015, do they still fucking do that at Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
That was a huge deal. Yeah.
I remember when we were kids, it was already like out of date. Like,
yeah, it was kind of outdated. I honestly, you know what? For all I know, we're literally not allowed to go to Chuck E. Cheese anymore without a kid. You're not allowed to go.
Gotta have a kid.
So that being said, I haven't been in a Chuck E. Cheese in years, maybe like a decade, and therefore, for all I know, it's just a bunch of screens.
Why not?
But that is it for video game news. Let's talk about last week's poll question. Addison posed this question: who will be Jake's next favorite celebrity? In third place, we have Shrek.
If Shrek ever makes his triumphant return, which he will, Jake is going to be all about it.
In second place, we have Jai Courtney, which, no, I don't believe that.
Think, no, but it's Jai Courtney. Nah, he's on the level of some of Jake's big heroes.
Come on. That's terrible to say.
He's getting there.
What about, in first place, we got Bill Cosby by a huge landslide.
Wait, what was the question? Wait.
None of the above.
Oh, Jake, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you tell Jake what the poll was?
Yeah. Oh, I sent him a photo of it, so he saw all the answers. Don't you worry. But that was last week's poll question. This week's poll question is, I don't know. What's this week's poll question? What do you think?
Fuck you. Let me think. What did we talk about today?
We talked about.
I got an idea. Where do you think? No, it's only two-sided.
What about who else could play Gambit if they're going to make a Gambit movie? Who could make a Gambit movie good?
There you go. That works.
All right, so everybody, who could make a Gambit movie good and worth seeing? Not that I don't dislike Channing Tatum, but that was an odd choice, right? I think we all agreed on that.
It was weird. It was like, what?
Just because he doesn't fit the character well physically. He's too big of a guy, and Gambit's more of a lean guy, right?
And he's also supposed to have like a very strong Cajun accent.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. But go to Facebook.com/prettymuchit to let us know what you think in this week's poll, and we will answer, or not. We will not answer. We will look at your answers next week. But now it's time for Oh my God! Can we just talk about it's SPMI? But how brilliant is that promo?
Incredible.
Yeah, when they're doing the
ants,
and then my favorite part is Ant-Man. Yeah, he just kind of goes Ant-Man. If you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, you need to look up that promo. I've tweeted it a bunch, retweeted it, whatever. It's just, it's shocking.
It's the best thing I've ever seen.
Official. That makes me so happy.
Ants.
And the fact that it's Michael Douglas. And also, by the way, we didn't talk about this, but Michael Douglas is so into this shit. Did you see?
Yeah. He's so into it. Yeah.
He said, he was like, I'm not signed on for the next ones, but boy, I'd really love to do it.
I fucking hope so.
Oh, he has to. He was one of the best parts. He was in it so much.
Well, he's got to have a little role in Civil War.
Yeah. By the way, let's just really quick settle this. Mike and I have not gotten over Ant-Man. We're still in love with it.
Yeah, Mike and
I had a drunken rant about it for an hour last week.
Yeah. Did you see the 3D version?
No, I'm going tomorrow to see it in 3D. I'm so excited.
It's actually a lot better. Like I've
Oh
never.
my God. And,
I rarely say go see it in 3D. Well, you know what? You see, the best thing, like I would say, oh man, you only have to see Gravity in 3D because.
right. But this is one where you could see it in 2D.
See it in both. It's
Yeah,
just
see it twice.
Yeah, it was actually a
I
great
guess
excuse. I'm glad that we
that we
saw it in
did
2D.
Yeah, but the order that we did it in, it's better that we did 2D first because it probably enhanced this experience to see it in 3D. Right?
Yep.
Okay, so there you go. But let's do Ask PMI. So at Not So Sticky Note, what is your ringtone? Let's see what Jake has to say first. What is your ringtone?
My ringtone, believe it or not, is the standard iPhone ring that comes pre-installed when you set up your iPhone. I never, since I got this new iPhone, I never changed it. That's really unlike me. But now I'm just keeping it going because it's like a running joke.
Who's it a joke with, prick? What is your ringtone?
I used to have a whole bunch of ringtones, but like Jake, after I updated my iPhone,
you didn't care.
I just didn't. Well, you know what? I haven't. Let's see.
While you look for yours, here's mine. We'll see if anybody recognizes it. It's a super random old video from one of my favorite old YouTube channels that nobody knows. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I just want to see if you can figure this out.
Technology guy. Derek, he's a technology guy. He's a technology guy. Derek, the technology guy.
That's it. And of course, I will say this. My text tone, not that they asked, but my text tone is this. For real. That is my text tone every time I get a text. What do you got there, Mike? Anything?
Make this my ringtone. Hey, Mom!
What is that? Wait a minute. Your ringtone keeps ringing after you pick up? Hi, Mom!
Yeah.
I can barely hear you!
Have it set to that. Well, no, I'm trying to find potential ringtones.
Oh, I see. I understand. Well,
that's potential number one.
Well, I was going to say, while you go on the hunt, let's get to the next question as well. You can come back with it. At Christopher with a Q. That's pretty clever. At Christopher69. All right, that's less clever. Boobs or butts?
I'm gonna have to go with booties. I'm sorry.
Was that booties or boobies?
Booties.
So butts.
Booties. The I don't know. It's just like.
No, don't feel bad. I'm with you all the way. I'm 100% butts.
I don't know. It's like
I literally barely care about boobs. I'm butts all the way, baby.
You can't fuck a boob.
I go back and forth every day with this damn question.
Back and forth, huh?
I really like butts sometimes, but then I also like boobs. I can't provide anything to this argument. I like both.
I mean, by the way, I'm sure you'll agree with me. I don't have a problem with boobs.
No, but it's like after you turn 13 and you've seen boobs and you've already seen all the boobs you've ever seen on the internet.
Yeah,
it's just
honestly,
like
boobs are also kind of like a very is this weird that like boobs also like I think when I was younger it was more like wow boobs like it was more
boobs
like a sexual thing. But now it's become more of a motherly thing, like
not a motherly thing. Like if I see a girl that's just topless but wearing pants, I'd be like, oh look, there's a woman with their breasts out.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't.
I could say that rump.
It ain't
if
that.
I saw that could jug a rump.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Speaking of boobs and butts, at Static Struck wants to know what is your morning routine?
Poop. Always poop. Thank you.
What about you, Mike?
Roll around a lot.
Hit that snooze.
No, there's no snooze.
There's no alarm to snooze.
There's no alarm to snooze.
Really? You don't have an alarm?
No. I guess I should start using one.
I didn't wake up with an alarm. That's it, at least like for something.
First, I have to get my medication under control. Because
That's what we're calling it.
It is. Wink.
My morning routine is usually like I usually 9 times out of 10 I immediately get up and take a shower. I don't do anything else. Sometimes because the thing is I'll get stuck if I sit down and start working. Then I won't take a shower for hours and I will literally just sit in my underwear and work for hours. So
well, I would say
so I can at least like at a moment's notice if I have to leave. I can go out. Otherwise, it's like, fuck, I have to take a shower. I can't leave. So I'm kind of fucked.
I like going out of the house to get like my day started. Like I can't even like, so I work from home doing internet videos. It's just kind of hard for me to just get up and just hop on the computer seat because I'm not a fucking robot.
Sure. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything else really that I do. It's more, I have more of like a nighttime routine in that, like, you know, like I take off my glasses and place them just so. I take off my watch and put it on the charger. I plug in my phone. Really? You know, it's like a bunch of little things I do going to sleep. But, you know, make sure I put all my laundry in my laundry basket, blah, blah, blah. Wow. Waking up, it's really just the showering. And then, you know, I guess breakfast. That's about it.
Let me just say, compared to how organized all of that is, I
have a lot of crap though. I have the glasses, got to charge this. Like there's a bunch of like little things that I don't have to charge this. I just do.
No, I don't have any amount of organization in my life like that.
Hey,
fuck it. I let it happen.
You like to live life as it lives.
I like to life live me.
You like to live like it's the last day of life.
Yeah, I guess. You know what? I actually have a new morning routine because for the past couple of weeks, I wake up screaming.
That's a movie. I Wake Up Screaming is the name of a film.
Is it really?
Yes, it really is, from a movie from a long time ago.
No, I actually, for the past, I wake up going, stop, or no.
But you know what? That is so, I've done that a couple times. I don't do it a lot. I'm not a lunatic like you, but I do. Sometimes it happens.
No offense
taken. I'll make a noise or something, or at least I'll go like, oh, you know, and it's super awkward if like you fall asleep in public, like on a plane and that happens.
No, I think in my dreams, I just, I get into a lot of very perilous situations. So.
Well, listen, speaking of perilous situations, getting caught sneaking shit into a movie theater, at Oh My God, That's MD, what do you sneak into and or buy at the movie theater?
Oh,
you sneak anything in?
Number one,
I know what you sneak in.
Yeah, number one, I buy nothing at the movie theater because if you're somebody who
pays... You love popcorn, right, or no?
Well, I mean, I love popcorn. I'll get popcorn sometimes. You gotta
buy popcorn.
But if you're the kind of fucking goon who spends $8 on like a soda, you could go and walk right off a cliff.
Well, I will say this, at AMC, I don't feel as bad about it because with the AMC Stubs card, you get the mediums for the small price. So it's at least a little bit better.
But yeah, then I also bring booze,
pretty bad, though.
Drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, Mike definitely brings in alcohol. And one time a guy caught him and was like, you got to get rid of that. And Mike was like, all right.
Hey, I mean, fucking guy was like as old as me. He could have been cool. Didn't have to be such a narc.
It's like, what's going to happen? Go on. Yeah. I will say, at the movie theater, most of the time I love popcorn. But the thing is, because I'm getting a popcorn, I got to get popcorn. I got to get my popcorn, like the old slogan goes. But I'm going to be very, very thirsty. I know if I get.
That's the thing. I used to always get popcorn at the movie theater, but then I'd be like, well, goddamn.
So now I'm fucking 24. It's happened enough times that I forget to get a drink.
Popcorn is designed to get you thirsty.
It's perfect. It's brilliant.
Yes.
But I will say the most frequent thing that I sneak into a movie theater is the drink. I'll bring in a Gatorade. That's most frequently I will bring a Gatorade and I will just buy popcorn and that's it.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, you know, movie theaters make their revenue off of concession.
And that's it. They don't make it from the movie as much anymore. No, they still make some, I'm sure, but not as much.
Especially now that everything is sent digitally.
Oh yeah.
It's like now we don't need people to run the projectors anymore.
Yeah, we don't need the people. So you know what? In my mind, part of it is like, okay, I don't mind as much about paying for the popcorn at least because like I know it's like $6 for a bag of popcorn. It's insane. It's popped corn, but
the thing is, it's like I would
literally air. You're eating air.
But
I will say it's. I'm agreeing with you on this one. Well, maybe I'm not agreeing with you here. I don't know what you're going to say in regards to that. But I know that when I buy the ticket, I'm paying the movie studio, and when I buy the popcorn, I'm paying the theater. So it's kind of like, hey, you know what? At least, you know, I want to support the theater. I want this theater to remain open. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I would like to support theaters too. I'm saying though, instead of like I said, since everything's so expensive in movie theater, I spend $0 in movie theater. So, but if say like instead of a pretzel being $10, it was like $4, I would buy like 2 pretzels, and then they have $8 that they would not have had.
Right, and the pretzel costs nothing. So, Well, I don't know. All I know is that we have to know what Jake does at the movie theater, and then his final words.
I always try and sneak in guns, but it never works. At the movies, I just like a big old cup of soda. Just some good soda to get me going, I try to avoid popcorn. Sometimes popcorn doesn't really agree with me. Sour Patch Kids. Always Sour Patch Kids. How can I forget? Flick Pick knows what I'm talking about. I'd like to thank everybody for enduring with us with this annoying episode of Pretty Much It. I apologize for my technical difficulties and my absence and the fact that this is a Google Hangout. But we will see you guys next week. I'll see you guys next week, maybe, I guess. We'll see how I feel. But I'd like to say goodnight to all of you.
I like how he glossed over it.
Got on far too long. So I think I'm going to end it. Have a great night, everybody. Good night. Thank you.
I forget if I mentioned, but we did have some major technical difficulties with Jake. We have no idea what happened because we usually do these Google Hangouts no problem.
But we figured it out.
Hey, you know what? That Jake was able to give his input, and we got through this shit. Wasn't the biggest week. It was really not that big of a week for movie news. I don't know if you agree or disagree, everybody out there, or you, Mike, but, it was kind of an in-between. But, yeah, you know what? I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I always have time.
You always have time?
I always have time.
I always have time to be good. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in this little Google Hangout while Jake is traveling who the fuck knows where. I hope you had fun. Hope you have fun wherever you go, whatever you do. This is terrifying. I'm gonna stop this immediately.
Yeah, just like the Oculus Rift video game. It's exactly what it would be like.
And that's pretty much it.